On January 30th, 2026, emergency responders rushed to a Los Angeles home after receiving a desperate call. Inside, they found Catherine O'Hara, the beloved star of Home Alone and Schitt's Creek, struggling to breathe. Within hours, she was gone at age 71. But here's what nobody's talking about. Catherine had been hiding a rare genetic condition her entire life, one that affects only 1 in 10,000 people. Her heart was literally on the wrong side of her body. Today, we're diving deep into Catherine O'Hara's incredible 50-year career, the hidden dramas, the shocking controversies, and the untold stories that made her a legend. Stick around, because what you're about to discover will change how you see her forever. January 30th, 2026. A 911 call, someone can't breathe. Paramedics arrive, they rush inside. It's Catherine O'Hara. She's loaded into an ambulance. Sirens blare, emergency room, doctors swarm, equipment beeping. Her vitals are crashing. She'd been sick for a few days. Hours pass, and then Catherine O'Hara is pronounced dead. And 3 days later, a Martin Scorsese photo would spark a controversy that divided the entire internet. February 3rd, 2026, 3 days after Catherine's death. Martin Scorsese's daughter, Francesca, posts a photo on Instagram. It's her father, hand over his mouth, looking away from the camera. Raw, unfiltered. Caption, "I have no words." Another post, "He's effing devastated," literally in shock. Within minutes, the internet erupts. Reddit explodes. This feels so gross. Twitter tears it apart. Completely weird and totally unnecessary. TikTok stitches flood in. Using someone's death for engagement? Really? Thousands of comments. Disrespectful. Exploitative. Delete this. Why are you posting your dad's grief for clicks? The backlash is instant, brutal, unforgiving. But here's what most people didn't know. Catherine and Scorsese go way back. After Hours, his dark comedy masterpiece. Catherine played Gail, a cab driver with a mohawk. Erratic, unforgettable. Just a small role, but Scorsese never forgot it. She was a gift, he'd say years later. They stayed friends for 41 years. So when she died, Scorsese was genuinely shattered. But Francesca's post, that's where it went wrong. People weren't angry at his grief. They were angry at the performance of it. Grief isn't content, one viral tweet read. "This is trauma porn," said another. Even Catherine's fans piled on. She deserved better than this. Francesca eventually addressed it. Sort of. "My dad loved her. That's all this was." But the damage was done. The post stayed up. The comments kept coming. March 4th, 1954. Catherine Ann O'Hara is born. A regular kid, no acting training, no drama school, no connections, just a dream. Make people laugh. She's 20 years old. She walks into the Second City, the legendary improv theater that launched John Belushi, Bill Murray, Gilda Radner. She auditions. And the director, Joe Flaherty, looks at her and says, "Keep up the day job. Keep up the waitressing." Rejection. So Catherine does exactly that. She becomes a waitress at Second City, serving drinks, watching the performers, learning, absorbing everything. Then, plot twist. Gilda Radner leaves for New York. Saturday Night Live is calling. Second City needs a replacement. Fast. They're performing in Chicago. Someone drops out. Catherine gets the call. No training, no experience, just raw talent. She steps on stage, and she kills. SCTV launches. Second City Television. Catherine's in the core cast alongside Eugene Levy, John Candy, Rick Moranis, Martin Short, Andrea Martin. This is comedy royalty, and Catherine, she becomes a powerhouse. She doesn't just perform, she transforms. She wins her first Emmy for writing. She's not just acting, she's creating characters, building sketches, shaping comedy. 5 years earlier, she was serving drinks. Now, she's rewriting the rules for women in comedy. But here's the thing about success. It makes people notice you. And in 1981, the biggest show in television came calling, Saturday Night Live. Catherine said yes. She packed her bags, moved to New York, ready for her SNL debut. But then, something happened. Something that would haunt her for decades. She quit after 1 week, never appeared in a single episode. Why? The rumors started immediately. Backstage drama, power struggles, intimidation. And for 40 years, Catherine stayed quiet until she finally revealed the truth. Saturday Night Live, Season 6. The show is struggling. Ratings are down. They need fresh blood. They call Catherine O'Hara. SCTV is on a break between network deals. She's available. Of course I said yes. Who doesn't want to do that? She packs her bags. moves to New York. This is the dream. But 1 week later, Catherine O'Hara quits. Never films a single sketch, never appears on air, just gone. SNL is blindsided. The press goes wild. What happened? The rumors start immediately. She couldn't handle the pressure. Head writer Michael O'Donoghue intimidated her. She had a meltdown backstage. There was a power struggle with the cast. For 40 years, these stories circulate. Catherine stays silent, doesn't defend herself, doesn't explain. The mystery grows. Finally, she breaks her silence. In an interview, she reveals the truth. SCTV got picked back up. That's it. That's simple. During her first week at SNL, she got the call. SCTV found a new network. They wanted her back. And Catherine had a choice. Stay at Saturday Night Live, the biggest stage in comedy, or return to SCTV, her family. She chose family. It all turned out the way it was meant to. But here's what she admitted. Yeah, it wasn't great to accept a job and then abandon it. She felt guilty. For decades. Not because of drama, not because of fear, but because she broke a commitment. Michael O'Donoghue, no conflict. Cast intimidation, never happened. The real story, loyalty. And you know what? She was right. SCTV won her an Emmy, launched her film career, made her a legend. SNL Season 6? It bombed. Considered one of the worst seasons ever, Catherine later hosted SNL twice, on her own terms. The scandal that haunted her? It was never a scandal at all, just a woman choosing her comedy family over fame. But while SCTV made her a star in Canada, it was a phone call from a weird director named Tim Burton that would change everything. A movie about ghosts, a role as an eccentric sculptor, and a production designer who would become the love of her life. A script lands on Catherine's desk. Beetlejuice, a movie about ghosts, a demon, and a weird afterlife. Director, Tim Burton, unknown, quirky, visionary. Catherine's role, Delia Dietz, an eccentric sculptor obsessed with modern art. She says yes. On set, she meets the production designer, Bo Welch, tall, talented, shy. Burton notices the chemistry. He plays matchmaker. He would talk to me every day. It felt like high school, Catherine remembers. Bo finally asks her out. Love at first blueprint. April 25th, 1992. They marry. Tim Burton's wedding gift? A private tour of the Vatican. Not kidding. The Vatican. But the collaboration doesn't stop. Burton calls again. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Stop motion. Dark. Beautiful. Catherine voices Sally, the ragdoll with a broken heart and a haunting song. Sally's song. Intimidating, difficult, perfect. She nails it. 30 years later, 2023, she performs it live at the Hollywood Bowl. Still in character, still magical. But there was another role that made Catherine a household name. A role that would haunt her in the best and worst ways. A forgetful mother, a snowy Christmas, a kid named Kevin, and decades of fans asking, how could you leave him twice? Director Chris Columbus has a problem. He needs a mom. Not just any mom. A mom who forgets her kid at Christmas and somehow makes you still love her. He calls Catherine O'Hara, Home Alone, Kate McAllister, the role that would define a generation. Catherine says yes. The movie explodes. $476 million worldwide. Kevin screaming, wet bandits, booby traps, and Kate, the frantic mother fighting through everything to get back to her son. But then, the backlash starts. What kind of mother forgets her child? This is child neglect. She's a terrible parent. Home Alone. 2. She loses him again. Twice? Seriously? The internet wasn't even big yet, but the criticism was loud. Then it got personal. For decades, kids confronting her, parents joking, headlines calling her the worst movie mom ever. But here's what critics missed. Catherine made Kate McAllister real. The guilt, the panic, the desperation. That scene on the plane, Kevin, pure maternal terror. The cargo plane ride with John Candy's polka band, heartbreaking confession. I'm a bad mother. January 30th, 2026. Macaulay Culkin posts, Mama, I thought we had time. I wanted more. I wanted to sit in a chair next to you. I heard you, but I had so much more to say. I love you. I'll see you later. Not movie mom. For 36 years, Catherine carried the weight of being the mom who forgot Kevin. But Macaulay? He never forgot her. And neither did millions of fans who realized imperfect mothers can still be the best mothers. But while Home Alone made her famous, it was a TV show about a fallen dynasty that made her legendary. She's had an incredible career. Beetlejuice, Home Alone, Christopher Guest films, but Hollywood has a problem with aging actresses. Then her phone rings. Eugene Levy, her SCTV brother from 40 years ago. "I'm making a show. I want you." Schitt's Creek. A wealthy family loses everything, forced to live in a rundown motel. Eugene plays Johnny Rose, the patriarch. Catherine, Moira Rose, former soap opera star, dramatic, delusional, iconic. But Moira wasn't written yet. Not really. Catherine and Eugene created her together. The accent, unplaceable, British, transatlantic, both. The wigs, a different one every episode. Her babies, the vocabulary, bae, fold in the cheese, a little bit Alexis, pure chaos, pure genius. Then Netflix picks it up. Emmy Awards, Schitt's Creek makes history, sweeps every comedy category. 9 Emmys in one night. Catherine wins Outstanding Lead Actress. At 66 years old, Golden Globe. She wins again. 5 Canadian Screen Awards, Critics' Choice Award. Gen Z discovers her. TikTok explodes with Moira clips. Fold in the cheese becomes a meme. Her wigs trend. Her quotes everywhere. A whole new generation falls in love. Catherine spent 50 years in comedy, but Moira Rose, that was her victory lap. Proof that greatness has no age limit, that weird is beautiful, that women over 60 can still be the funniest person on television. A new generation knew her name. An old generation remembered why they loved her. And everyone realized we'll never see another Catherine O'Hara. But even as she conquered television, there was something Catherine never talked about. A secret hiding inside her body since birth. A condition so rare, only 1 in 10,000 people have it. And the question that haunted her final days, did it kill her? A routine doctor's visit? Catherine's husband Beau needs a tuberculosis test for their son's school. She tags along. No big deal. The doctor places a stethoscope on her chest, pauses, moves it to the other side. "Your heart is on the wrong side." Catherine laughs. "What?" The doctor isn't joking. "Your heart is on the right side of your chest, and all your organs are reversed." Beau immediately cracks. "No, her head's on backwards, but this is real. Dextrocardia with situs inversus. 1 in 10,000 people. Everything mirrored. Her body was built backwards. She'd lived 66 years without knowing. No symptoms. No problems. Just different. "I'm a freak," she jokes in an interview. But then she says something revealing. "I love Western medicine. I just don't want to be part of it." She refuses to learn more, doesn't research it, doesn't worry. Fast forward, January 2026. Catherine feels unwell. A brief illness, nothing serious, or so it seems. January 30th. Breathing difficulties, emergency call, hospital, and then she's gone. Catherine lived her entire life differently. Different accent, different comedy style, different body. Even her heart beat on the wrong side. Maybe that's why she connected with misfits, outcasts, the weird, Beetlejuice, Sally, Moira Rose. She was them. Did situs inversus kill her? We may never know. But here's what we do know. A woman with a backwards heart spent 71 years making the world feel something. And in her final months, she was still working, still creating, still shining. 2 final roles that proved she wasn't slowing down. Apple TV, HBO, the biggest platforms in streaming. Catherine O'Hara was just getting started, until she wasn't. March 2025. The studio premieres on Apple TV+. Seth Rogen's comedy about Hollywood chaos. Catherine plays Patty Lee, the former studio head. Powerful, unhinged, hilarious. Rogen personally recruited her. "You're the funniest person I've ever watched on screen." She crushes it. Critics rave. But here's the twist. Catherine signed on for season 2. More episodes, bigger role. She was supposed to film in February 2026. She died in January. Seth Rogen's tribute. Working with her was a true privilege. She was hilarious, kind, intuitive, and generous. Apple TV cancels the press day. The cast is devastated. April 2025. The Last of Us Season 2. HBO. Catherine playing drama? Nobody saw it coming. She's Gail, a therapist in post-apocalyptic Wyoming, counseling Joel. No wigs, no comedy, just raw human connection. Having someone accountable for anyone's mental health in this universe? What an absurdly stressful job, she said. Showrunner Craig Mazin. She was one of the most wonderful people I've ever known. And here's the heartbreaker. She was confirmed for season 3. More episodes, deeper storyline. Mazin after her death. The thing that's upsetting me is I don't get to see her in other stuff. What projects were in the pipeline? What roles did she turn down? What scripts were sitting on her desk? We'll never know. January 2026. Reports surface. Catherine exited the studio season 2 due to personal matters. Was she already sick? Did she know something was wrong? The timeline is chilling. She filmed her last scenes in late 2025. Weeks later, she's gone. At 71, Catherine wasn't winding down. She was exploring, experimenting, evolving, comedy, drama, streaming, prestige TV. She was proving she could do anything. But time ran out. Projects unfinished, seasons unfilmed, characters never brought to life. Craig Mazin said it best, "I don't get to see her in other stuff, neither do we. But what we did get? 50 years, dozens of characters, generations of laughter, a legacy that will never die." And behind every role, every Emmy, every standing ovation was a family, a husband, 2 sons, the people who knew Catherine not as Moira or Kate or Sally, but as mom, as wife, as Catherine. So there you have it, the complete story of Catherine O'Hara. From waitress to Emmy winner, from rejection to legend, from SCTV to Schitt's Creek, 50 years, countless characters, one irreplaceable talent. We covered the controversies, the Scorsese photo, the SNL drama, the abandonment criticism. We revealed the secrets, the backwards heart, the rare condition, the mysterious. We celebrated the triumphs, Tim Burton's muse, America's mom, Moira Rose, the Emmy sweep. But here's what matters most. Catherine O'Hara made us feel something. Laughter, tears, joy, nostalgia. That's legacy. Subscribe to Loyal Luxury for more deep dives into celebrity lives, controversies, and untold stories. Drop a comment. What's your favorite Catherine O'Hara moment? And check out the videos on screen for more stories like this.